Hi everyone, my name is Greg Godowski. I'd like to start off by thanking the nominating committee for Region 1 for selecting me as a potential candidate for the 2020-2021 Director-elect, Delegate-elect position. It's truly an honor for me to serve the region in this capacity should I be elected, and this short 10-minute video is to give you a better understanding of myself and how I'd utilize my skill set in improving Region 1. I'd like to start off by saying that I think it's really important for whomever runs the region to really have a good understanding of Region 1 and its constituents. I've been a Region 1 native forever. I was raised in Rhode Island. I attended college in Boston. I was later employed as a faculty member at the University of Rochester. I then relocated and joined industry for a few short years while living and being employed in Syracuse, New York. And I'm currently employed once again as an associate professor in the Department of Biomedical Engineering at the University of Rochester, where I serve as the executive director for the Center for Medical Technology and Innovation. Much like many of you, I've had a long history of volunteering really at the grassroots level within Region 1. This is something that I started nearly 10 years ago when I restarted the Rochester EMB Society, later serving as the vice chair of Rochester. Then when I relocated to Syracuse, serving as the section chair in the Syracuse section. When I relocated back to Rochester, I served as the section chair for the Rochester section now for 4 years. And more recently, I've gotten very involved in Region 1 activities where I've served, as many of you know, for the last 3 years as the Region 1 Information Management Coordinator and Webmaster, as well as serving as the Region 1 Western Area Chair. So why am I interested in running for election as the Region 1 Director-elect? Well, there are many reasons, but in this short presentation, I'm going to really focus on 4 explicit goals that I have for our region. And I'll talk about these more in detail. But first, how do we improve the sense of community across Region 1? 2, how do we stabilize the membership, recruitment, and retention throughout Region 1, and why is that important? And how do we enhance the value of membership throughout Region 1? And the 4th goal, which I also find really important, is how do we increase the promotion of women engineers and scientists within Region 1? Okay, I'd like to talk about the first goal, improving the sense of community across Region 1. You know, despite our best efforts, really the region operates more like 22 individual silos than, that we call sections. And in part, this happened because a number of years back, we voted on having one in-person Board of Governors meeting each year as opposed to having 2. And what this led to is really a break in communication across the sections. And what I would like to do, as some of you have been part of, is I would like to add 2 additional web-based goal-directed meetings focused at section and region activities early in the year for really driving goals in sections and looking for results across the year as opposed to waiting until August when we typically have our Board of Governor meeting like we're having this year. You know, I'd also like to improve the communications from the region to both sections and our membership. You know, I conducted a survey from the section chairs this year for the Board of Governor meeting, and I was actually pretty surprised to find out that many section chairs either didn't know about the Region 1 Student Conference or hadn't had students attend. And I often wonder, how can we improve this? And I think it really comes down to improved communications. And really, this is just one example of how we can improve things in the region. We also haven't had a newsletter in over 2 years, and I think the time has come to restart the annual newsletter or the monthly newsletter from the region to its constituents. Okay, goal number 2, to stabilize membership, recruitment, and retention through Region 1. You know, we really can't ignore the facts. I've included on this sheet the membership development report as of May 2018. What's striking in this report is that Region 1 has lost or not renewed the most regular members of all regions in IEEE, 650. The solution to this really isn't that difficult. We must function better as a team. We must make it a priority to have more sections meet or exceed their membership retention and recruitment goals that are set by IEEE. I suspect some of the section chairs out there don't even realize that IEEE has such goals for their sections. This year in particular, as of May, only 18% of our sections have met the recruitment goals this year. We're the lowest of all regions in North America. This has to be a priority. We have to focus on membership recruitment and retention, and we have to try to meet the goals set by IEEE. Many of my goals are not unique. In fact, we've all talked about how do we enhance the value of membership, not just in our section, but throughout Region 1. When sections function as silos, the local member, the small guy, really fails to realize value beyond the borders of their section's geographic footprint. They're not going to large conferences. The best that they're doing is attending the small sectional meetings that they have right in their hometown. We need to facilitate greater collaboration in not only promoting events that are in close proximity, like I've illustrated here. I live in Rochester, and Buffalo, and Syracuse. They're an hour away. We have to get better at promoting these events, sharing speakers, sharing expertise, and improving the value, not just in the regular members' small hometown area, but in areas that are even within an hour away. That will change their perceived value of the organization. As director-elect, I'll also highly promote Region 1 funded events, such as the Region 1 student conferences and other events like the the Region 1 WE conference that is held each year. These are things that can be promoted more broadly that will often drive value and improve value for the everyday IEEE person located in your section. Goal number 4 is really to increase the promotion of women engineers and scientists within Region 1. It's always been amazing to me, right, that I have a faculty appointment in biomedical engineering. We have 50% women in our student population. I have a woman that serves as my department chair. I have a dean that is a woman. Yet in IEEE, specifically within Region 1, we only have 7.3% women. When you look at all of the fellows within Region 1, only 11% of those are women. There are only 7 women on the entire board of governors for Region 1, none of which participate on the executive committee. This really needs to change. This has to be a very significant priority for Region 1. If I'm elected as the Region 1 Director-elect, I'll take a more active role in recruiting women to Region 1 leadership positions, as well as encouraging sections to recruit and promote women within their sections. I'll take a much more active role in promoting WE activities across all sections of Region 1, and in addition, promote the Region 1 WE conference that Denise Griffin runs every year within our region. The region director also serves as a delegate for all of the constituents of Region 1 and represents them as a member of the IEEE Board of Directors. They're also voting members on the MGA Board and Assembly, and also serve on the IEEE USA Board. It's really crucial to have an individual in this position that is really acutely aware of the needs and interests of the region. I have resided in Region 1 almost my entire life. I'm a 15-year member that's a senior member of IEEE. I have served in many different leadership roles at the sectional level as well as the regional level, and serving as your information management coordinator and webmaster. and as the Western Area Chair. I've also served as a volunteer for numerous engineering and professional organizations, including the MedTech organization located in Syracuse, which represents over 120 biotech organizations from across upstate New York. I've also served as the first vice president and board member of the Rochester Engineering Society, which represents many professional societies within the Rochester region. I do hope that you'll consider me as a nominee for the Region 1 director-elect, and delegate for your region. I'd love to be able to serve in this capacity and look forward to helping with the region more in the future. Thank you.